Hello everyone out there in the amazing YouTube space, and the whole premise of the huge immense and land. Amal's glitches with my camera, they go again. No can do, I cannot fix it. I don't know what's the reason of that happening. Probably if you care then you may not watch this shit here. Literally shit. I'm not sugarcoating anything anything at all. It's just in my life, and I'm trying to be just as real as I only can. So guys, I tell you what, actually I brought something to show and tell for tonight, because this item never been for all just majority or any or just whole line of mine, which is here it's never been on those lines and or that item that I'm just about to show and tell you about. That is really unique. You'll see it on your own in a moment. Yeah, yummy. So no can do. Yes, this is the wine glass that I bought in Egypt in 2003. I was in Egypt, and I bought this at the local market, and I remember the instance in which we were getting little souvenirs to ourselves. So those peeps, they were taking a tour, including me, and the guide guided us to that local little market, not even a market, like a factory that made things out of onyx. So this is onyx made wine glass, and I've never ever shown this item, or never shown my to you, and I've never drunk out of it. I should say drunk. I've never said that way actually. The third form goes like drunk. Sounds like I'm being drunk right now, but I'm not. I've never drunk out of this wine glass, which is not sad, which is not good. I don't. I regularly drink out of my regular glass jars or whatever, maybe glasses and cups, and I like coffee. I'm a coffee guy. If you know that fact of my life, I'm all about familiarizing you with that. I already done that just right now. So guys, this is Onyx made wine glass. I'm not gonna make you dive into details, into its shades. Look at it. Look how it's beautiful. It's polished, it's shimmering, it has all the shades you wanna get them in that lightish brown, lightish sander like color, lightish whatever, it's half or maybe 10% of being translucent, and other 90% of being opaque, and it's very just comforting size to touch and to wield it, and again it's real stone, it's onyx. I don't know how much it costs right now, but I bought it maybe around $10 or something, or maybe $5. By the way, those Egyptians, they are very keen on bargain. While you're buying something, they artificially raise the value of that thing in order for you to get into the process of bargain, as they like that a lot, and they nevertheless try to sell it at a marked up price, and before you reach that minimum level, they are ready to sell it for you, but they sell at a much higher price, still marked up price in comparison with its net value and net original value, I should say. And they by artificially raising the price, they get into that reasonable for them threshold of getting their own income, but still they try to, and they are succeeding at that, I should say. They try to sell it much higher than its original price, or their manufacturing price, I should say. And they sell you that stuff at a marked up price, and you happily get it, and that's what they want to do, and that's what you want to do, and they all those desires meet together in some point. They meet and they stick to each other. You're wanting to buy something, they are wanting to sell you that fluff. This fluff in this case, it's not a fluff in this case, it's something real. It's made out of real original onyx stone again, and yeah, it's kind of what I meant to say. see they sell, and they yeah, and they always they're always trying to rip you off, artificially marking up these prices elsewhere. You're about to go whatever location you go with local markets in Egypt. They have their marked up price everywhere, literally fucking everywhere, and they are very just annoying in that sense that they come up to you and always like trying to impress something upon you, some buy this, buy fucking that, buy fucking this again, buy fucking that again, and always trying to convince you, tell you into buying something that you don't need probably, but I needed this stuff and I bought it. Only you who gets to decide what to do, whether to buy this or item or whatever, or not to buy that item that you want, that you don't want in that case, and if you don't buy it, right? Sounds reasonable. Yes, it's heavy, it's fragile. I don't want to drop it or something, or tip it over even for this wine glass jar to live happy life in my current video shoot, and so that you would be able to see how it looks, how it feels. You can either get the exposure of how it feels, but I'm always trying to give you the exposure or the real exposure of how it feels when I kind of the first feeling when you touch it. You get a feeling like it's cool, it's real stone, it's polished, it's perfect. Its side is perfectly refined, or is polished. The refining factory, they polish this whole body surface of this wine glass, and they I have an idea, like ancient Egyptians, they would pour something in these or kinds of glass jars, and they drank wine or whatever. Maybe they didn't have vodka at the time. During ancient era of Egypt, probably they had only wine, I believe, and they drank wine out of such a kinds of glass, not even glass jars, like wine glasses. And it's getting hot at my place, and that counts on me and my ability, and not even ability. It's more about wanting to speak and wanting to do whatever, regardless whether it's speaking American, whether it's doing something else. I'm being very low right now, but let's just quit whining even without commencing, and I cannot give it justice to what extent I'm doing what I'm doing in the mood that I'm doing this, and I'm sharing with you my personal thoughts as they come to my mind, and nothing I have to hide from you, probably nothing has to be concealed. Those facts that I live through them, and I have them, and I'm all telling you about them. Why not? Again, you're my friends, you're my colleagues, you're my viewers, my maybe weird subscribers. I don't still fucking don't get the reason why people may subscribe to my channel, but it's only for my own practice of getting into American, being American, going American. I'm not talking here about specific religion stuff or politics or something. All I'm doing when I'm saying American, I'm signifying that features, emphasizing them that relate only for American English fluency. No politics at all. No any suggestions as to what political affiliation should we follow or should we not follow their lines. Not about this. I'm only about speaking American or having standard American accent, probably pronouncing things like Native Americans do. And the more I do this, the more I get the feeling that I'm on not necessarily on the right track, but on some of those tracks that lead me to the right direction, taking me into the right direction and leading me to the point of complete American English fluency where I definitely want to be. And I will be there if I'm not there yet. So it's up to you to decide what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and I'm only showing and telling about this stuff, not diving particular into details. It's more about like speaking out of nothing, constructing some, I don't know. I haven't said something like unexistent words that I regularly do. Probably I invent them, contrive them out of my mind, and they become sounds. And you, what? Come again? What you just said? Nothing. Right? Yeah, that has just been me for sounding out something coherent probably to your Native American ear. If you're Native American, then I value presence here at on my channel. And by the way, if you're not busy too much, then maybe you want to comment me slightly down below saying how am I doing my American, whether I'm on the wrong track, whether I'm on the right track. Well, things should be done further on in that regard for advancing further my American. What I shouldn't be doing, probably if you're Native American, I would be especially pleased to see your point, to read your comment, or maybe regardless what you do in your life, maybe you're just welder, maybe you're janitor, maybe you're a scientist, maybe you're an astronaut, maybe you're some businessman or businesswoman, or some I don't know, other derivation from our precious earth of earth scratched life tracks, and they are being the layouts of our lives, and they definitely lead us, all human beings, to the directions that we only do them and devise them by ourselves, I should say, for our mutual good and wellness and well-being and that stuff. Anyway, you get where I'm going with this. If I said something incoherent to any probably Native American ear, if you heard something that didn't sit right, that's probably me doing things for you, doing my American. And if you're just maybe you like some other language to practice, you may practice and get into the habit of the theme that parallels my track, and that way we'll be more deep colleague, and we'll be doing that together, each of us separately. But anyway, we can meet here and we can comment each other, at least even without commenting, see each other, see our stuff unveiling in front of our eyes. And if that happens, I'll be good and more happy than I'm probably being right now. Anyway, this has been my video shoot of finale. This has been my wine stone or onyx made or wine glass, and it's been my weird face and my American attitudes and American feelings and sensations. Guys, still don't fucking get the reason why you're watching this shit. If you've watched this far, I'm applauding you. Guys, gotta roll. Peace out. Whatever time of day you're having right now, be good with it. As soon as I get something on my mind, I will release my next video shoot. Until then, practice and have my permission of doing so. Guys, gotta roll. Thanks again for being with me. So, like, you know what I'm practicing my American. Be good, gotta roll. Yeah, thanks again for being with me, man. So, around, guys and gals, very soon.